Time for an unpleasant blind guy, conservative Byte. President Barack Hussein Obama once famously said, "If you've got a business, you didn't build that." Well, evidently nowadays, if you're an NFL player and you have an addiction that's gone out of control, you didn't build that either. I'm referring to the case of Aldon Smith, 25-year-old linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers, who was released from his team on Friday, August the 7th. This according to the San Francisco Chronicle sports section. Now this was following Smith's 5th arrest since 2012. 3 years, 5 arrests. According to the San Francisco Chronicle, the decision was confirmed at a Friday morning news conference at which an emotional head coach, Tim Tomsula, addressed the media. Now, Smith was arrested in Santa Clara, California, on Thursday night on suspicion of hit-and-run driving, driving under the influence, and vandalism. As a sidebar, Smith is alleged to have hit another car with his car in his condo parking lot, then driving away. When he returned to the parking lot, law enforcement officers were waiting. Smith failed a field sobriety test, was booked into jail, and posted $26,000 bond on Friday morning. This was the third time that Smith had been arrested for a DUI charge. Now, last season, Smith served a 9-game suspension handed down by the NFL after a series of charges arising from an arrest in September of 2013. Following those charges, Smith checked himself into a substance abuse rehabilitation program and missed 5 weeks of the season. The pattern here is clear, people. Smith obviously has a problem with alcohol, and who knows what other substances. He's only 25 years old, and yet he's been arrested 5 times in 3 years. The other factor is that Smith is a very good linebacker. The NFL has done everything that it can to keep Smith employed with them until now. This is becoming sadly familiar in all of our professional sports leagues. Athletes with problems ranging from substance abuse to outright violence. And yet, they are kept on their teams, and as much is done to make things as easy for them, legally speaking, as possible by their leagues. Now, I'm not saying that if an athlete is in trouble, his team or league should not help him. I do believe in redemption. I do believe in second chances, as long as the offense is not too egregious. I would think that if a player were to be arrested, it would be a good thing for his team to get him any kind of help that he needs, along with legal assistance, with the understanding that if he's arrested again, he is off the team and out of the league. Some might consider this to be a harsh attitude, but if this option had been presented to Aldon Smith after his first arrest, he might have gotten the message. Aldon Smith might not be where he is with his addiction now had the San Francisco 49ers and the NFL taken strict action. You know, it's said that before some addicts can truly go on the road to recovery, they have to hit rock bottom. Aldon Smith was never given the chance to hit rock bottom, and as a result, the NFL and the San Francisco 49ers have lost a talented linebacker, and Aldon Smith may well have lost a professional football career that he worked very hard to obtain. It's time for fans to send a message to the NFL that this sort of thing is no longer acceptable. That a player's talent, that a player's position on a team should never be more important than their position as a role model to our young people. Ticket sales, gear sales, and other revenue is the sort of thing that the NFL watches and cares about. It's time that the fans begin to force the NFL to care more about their players than they do about their own bottom line. And we, the fans, can make that happen. This has been an Unpleasant Blind Guy Conservative Byte.